Right now, Washington, D.C. I'm still processing. Uh, the production team here in Washington, D.C. Uh, Funka, visionary of creative art, High Life, Washington, D.C. Directing the play with Christopher Smith. Somebody in the Bay Area know Christopher Smith. That, so many people know DC, Christopher Smith. Haven't seen him in a while. And it's really, for me, I feel very blessed to have an opportunity to work with Christopher Smith, who's black, deaf, quitter, disabled with MS. Excuse me. And I've directed several plays before. Before, it's interesting. Some people think it's my first time doing a play directing. It's not. And some people think first time working with disabled people. It's not. So don't know. Sometimes team don't know about me. So some people they grow up together, they have the same mentor, same teacher, same so maybe other people have different. Some say no different, some say different. And so I see that. I see that. But I'm very grateful for wisdom, for new experience. It made me really appreciate the life journey that I've experienced. There was a lot of confirmation for me. A lot of confirmation about disability and culture, disability arts and disability culture. There's sometimes different organizations, they have some same beliefs, some different beliefs, some learning about different organizations, different people, different expectations. And sometimes the expectation working with people with disability sometimes those expectations is not a part of the process. They have expectations, but they're not a part of the process to the expectation. Is that expectation helping? Is that expectation hurting? Is that expectation helping everyone? Is that expectation, a lot of questions with expectation that what is disability art? What is, I don't know why it doesn't make sense, but that's your voice in the story. Or we need to make sense. Hmm. Fascinating. So, yeah, what's required must happen. In disability art and culture. It's fascinating. I remember I was doing one project in San Francisco, and I had hearing interpreter boom. I had deaf dancer boom. I had people who are hearing and working with the technology, you know, for the caption. And yeah, and the the caption interpreter and the dance and the styling with that person is styling. It goes. I set it up to have it all at a different time. I know some people were trying to make it all go at the same time. Let me back up. There was a poem. So the dancer would dance to the poem. The caption will say what the poem is saying. The Steiner will sign the poem in the way. And then I have the voice saying the poem. Now, I wanted to all start at a different timing because I did the math that it would end at the same time. Fascinating enough that even though I explain it and they can watch me to say go, 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 go. Even when I tell them to go, some people weren't going because they waiting for what they hear, what they see, to make sure it match. But that's not what I want in my creation of the work. I wanted to all go in a different time, and I've explained it several times. Interesting enough, the deaf people were fine with that because they can't hear this and that. They'll go with what they can go with the dance and the sign. They can see the sign language, and they know the dance. So but they were focused enough to. But them and the hearing people was trying to, oh, that's not matching with the sign, with the audio, yes, and the caption. Okay, let me fix that. It's like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. So I know some of y'all, but it makes sense to them, right? Okay. Why is it okay for a hearing person to do the exact same thing if it's led by a hearing person? But if a deaf person does it, it's wrong. Why, for a hearing person, that if they decided to dance to the music in a different or offbeat, why, for a hearing person, they're right, and for a deaf person, they're wrong? If anybody understand what I'm saying? oh, oops, you know, ultimately people can understand that where I'm going with. And so sometimes if an able-bodied does the work, that's okay. But if a disabled person does the work, it's not okay. It has to match the profession of what able-bodied does that type of work. That expectation has to be. So, I mean, I'm thinking, I'm processing, you know, I'm processing, I'm thinking. Because someone saying to me, said that some work doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be, they're telling their truth, they're telling their story. Hey man, something missing on that. We're gonna do our best to put everything together. We're not gonna force you to put out something that's not coming out naturally. So I have to, you know, I have a different beliefs, so it's fascinating. I'm processing, I'm thinking. With different artists out there. I remember I was working for an organization that was strongly led by disabled people. But somehow I found myself doing things the able-bodied director or a non-disabled director who would behave like ableist to do the kind of work that was hard on disabled bodies. And the concept is different, you know. And fascinating enough, I couldn't keep going because my body, you know, as I'm disabled physically, my body couldn't keep up with that idea of the work that was like ableist. Ableist. Let me see. One second. So once in a while, I have to walk with my cane. That sometimes I have really a lot of pain. And I could be doing all that, but the dress was like, and many of the people who were inside that company were disabled, and it was like, wow, they were hoping that this organization led by disabled people will be more of a safe space for disabled people. You know, and they all was jacked up. You know, the body was like to the point that almost every person couldn't perform. Because it was like, oh, but we all did our best. We did it, we made it happen. And then there was another place where I remember having a disabled artist. Like I said, we can, I'm into whatever you need. It was like, no, they have to be perfect. It's just like people who were non-disabled. And they said, I will just suffer. I will take the suffering and do what they do. I want to be just like them. And the fascinating thing is that they're willing to go to the hospital to create their art to make it at that level instead of doing what they love in the safest way possible to do their best in a safe way. And those who are non-disabled will learn how to watch and understand their show. Step what their process is. So for me, it's important that who not disabled, excuse me, someone trying to communicate. Who are not disabled to learn how to understand their art. You know what I mean? Understand other people who are disabled, how to learn to watch their performance. Now, you might say, what are you talking about? Okay, well, if you like watching ballet, many people don't understand ballet. They're watching, they go, what 5 minutes? You know? And they don't understand those shows. They don't. But they accepted them because it's ballet. Now, the disabled person dancing, they don't understand it. There's something wrong because it's done by disabled people. And then there's another part. Famous artists coming down onto the stage. It's at the 5 minute dance, and people pay $1,000. 5 minutes? What? I wasn't expecting 5 minutes. I paid $1,000 for that. Oh, learning. Disabled person coming down. Maybe $5. And they've been performing for 1 hour. Performing for 1 hour. And it was like, they sweat. Would it be worth more than $5? But get people to come, you know. So, how do we put a price on our art? Was another question. How do we put a price on our disability art? How do we put a price on our so, that's what I'm thinking about disability art and culture. You know, processing. Like I said again, I'm very grateful for how I live today, how I'm learning new things, grateful for new opportunities, so grateful. It really makes me think a lot. and it makes me really appreciate people who fall into my life. I'm grateful. Grateful. Yeah. I hope that we leave some space for many future deaf, disabled people out there who need more opportunity for them to have their truth of what they are making. They're making it from their heart. We can only push so much. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see someone going deep inside to bring their truth. It might not be an ordinary way that people are used to, but it's still something so powerful that is organic. It's so raw. It's so perfect in that way because it's from them and their own disability are in cultural way. They just need an opportunity to finish in the best in their ability. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I know many people have a different belief for how what disability art and culture is, that how it's supposed to go. I understand. You know, regardless, I mean, again, I'm grateful. Shit, really grateful. I look forward to working and collaborating with more artists from all over the world. Working to stay open, to stay loving. Like I stated at the beginning, I'm processing, thinking, while being grateful for so many things. You see, if maybe you don't know about art, then in general art, it saved my life. I remember performing in many different places. out there, people didn't understand my work for so many years. I do the same dance, and guess what? One of the most not understanding dance or misunderstanding dance is the most popular dance that people like for me today. It was like 11 years finally people understood my dance. 11 years. One of the first biggest place for me to do that dance happened here at Gallaudet University. When I performed that one dance that I'm talking about, people was like, what is that? I see a person with no shirt. And that's all the thing what I was hearing. I mean, except one person really got it, but other people didn't really get it. They was like, oh, I see this guy doing some kind of turn dance. He had no shirt on. You know. And then 11 years later, oh my God, that's one of my favorite dances. I did not change the dance. I won't say that I got better at dancing. I will say that because really I kept the choreography the same. But I will say that if possible, people themselves and the newer generation or at time later on were learning about my work. They understood it better. And maybe they were being exposed to other dance where they're being more receptive to different kind of work. And maybe realize they can't even do the dance that I do. So I don't know. I don't know what's the real reason why they like it now, but I came to the space to keep on teaching and doing what you do, and people will learn eventually what that means. Stay true to your work. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your practice. Yeah. Keep your mind open, your eyes open, your heart open. Of course, you don't have to say yes to everything. I invite all of you who's in DC to come and see the show with Christopher Smith. I'm Chris. This week, Friday, Saturday at 7:30, Sunday at 3 o'clock. Yeah, it will be at the Atlas Theater. Um, Even though this topic that I'm talking about, what I'm talking about right now, I'm not really focused on that. And generally, I'm talking about disability art and culture and how I'm processing the different things that I'm seeing and that has inspired the conversation today. And that it brings me to a place to be grateful for this opportunity. Be grateful. Just grateful. Yeah. I hope I make sense. Do I make sense? Well, that sounds weird. Thank you. Right. Right. I hope it's okay. I'm gonna say what you're saying. Right. That's the whole discussion. Completely understand what you're saying. I don't know. Thank you for processing with me. I just wanted to my mind out. Everything's really coming from a positive perspective and a good feeling, not a bad feeling. Like I said, I'm very grateful for learning new things and asking the question that is part of the discussion at tables, you know. Of course, you all can type in the shop out, say what you want to say. I'll give one more minute, to have the conversation. You can put in your question or comment, whatever. I'll pop it up, or I'll just stay in it, probably direct message too. It's time and time again. Thank you for sharing your process. If there must be done and to continue. Yeah, I have no egos, like I don't know everything. No. But I will say one thing. I can't see how different space like has like similar mentor housing process, and if not, it can be interesting. And it can be lonely sometimes. I don't know how to describe it right now, but I am very grateful. I think a lot of people in some way they look for wrong in you. It's not admitted because when you're so different, something doesn't come out in a way that you know. So for me, no one says you're tall. Like man, you can't. You can take it. You can take it. You can take all of. You can take all the. You can do that. You can do this. You have to do that. You have to do that. It's fascinating. I don't want to say you don't have to do that. It's like it's like some that say and do you know the limit for yourself? And, yeah, for me, I guess I need to tell people, oh, let me see. Then I can say yes or no. I need to finish first so that I have an understanding. And many people with disabilities, they like working with me because I let them finish everything before I make any decision of how to work with those individuals. I let them be. And and then I try this and try that. Oh, even if you don't have a lot of time. It's dope to can't explain. I can't explain sometimes. I think I just need to maybe stop here. I might be repeating myself. Might be. I'm in a space right now where I'm processing all my thoughts and I'm saying it out loud to people who maybe get me or maybe don't get me. And maybe some inspiration of the conversation and discussion will bring some kind of inspiration that lead to some form of completion with something. I don't know. Got choked. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give you one more minute again. If there any comments, just type in the box. That's it. 30 more seconds. Thank you for listening. I mean, listening from your heart. You know what? I really appreciate that part. Just listening. Thank you for listening. That's exactly, exactly that. thank you, thank you. That's sort of the whole. And basically, I'm just wanting to share, talk about the disability art and culture, and sometimes just talking it out, bring some clarification. And like my other friends say, it's time and time again. You know, well, thank you for sharing your process. There's so much to be, excuse me, done and shared. And really, again, I'm coming from a very positive thinking experience. Just asking questions and thinking. Yeah. And again, just really appreciate people listening and sometimes asking me questions, like some other stuff too. And I haven't done a late night live for a while, so I used to do that. I used to have friends where I could go play pool late at night. I'm hanging out with doctors. I'm hanging out with lawyers. I'm working with people who are very educated, who have a degree, who don't have a degree. We're all just playing pool, having a really deep discussions about things that come up in our conversation. And sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't agree, but it's beautiful that we connect. So, uh, I don't do it very often. So, thank you for connecting with me. Exactly. I could walk of life. Nice way to say it. Uh, Fascinating. Oh, one thing that came up is some people say you have to set up the boundaries and work and stuff. And sometimes it comes off where people respect you. Sometimes it comes off where it's like, we need to get in. Sometimes it comes off where it's like, oh, you trying to be a man. Control. It's really, as the black, dark skinned person, and excuse me, race do come up. It gets to the place where you can't really create the boundary because not just best to put yourself in, oh, yeah. It might sound weird, right? Okay. For some people, just try to create this square for no one to come in. But because of that, people barge in. Because it's a wall. It's really fascinating that something is closed. And it said, do not enter. People will try to open it. They can't, then. It's fascinating. I don't know how to describe that, but it happened. Yeah. I said, I don't know what I'm talking about right now at the end because I'm like, I'm processing. And I'm laughing because I'm not sure if it makes sense. Yeah. And I don't get on live like this in a while. Um, I think I'm in a space where I'm really inspired. I'm in a space where I feel really excited. I'm in a space where I'm pushing myself in a unique area. Yeah, it got me thinking about many things out there. And because of my job and many other organizations, one of my responsibilities to make sure I'm not going to say much about that. I'm just going to say that I feel like I should call it a day. So it's early in the morning. Not sure if I'm gonna go to sleep right away because uh, gonna process them, but just want to thank over 60 people watching. I expect people to be awake. you know, all right. If you're watching, if you're watching, and you think disability art and culture is really important, please click like. If you think disability art and culture is just like any, well, I say not important because it's all common, then click thumb down. If you think that disability art and culture is so uniquely and it's very rare, not enough attention, then click care. Care. If you are in a space where you are disabled and involved in art and culture, click heart. Yeah. It helped me do the math. Take your time. How many of you think I should go to bed now? Comment that. Okay. Wow. Fancy. Wow. Rest is important. That's one of the process. I got it. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and rest. Yeah, thank you for watching. Peace. Love. I'm out.